What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball fan manga breakdown review, where today we're going to be reviewing a fan manga entitled Dragon Ball Multiverse, which is a fan-made manga set within an alternative timeline involving various incarnations of Dragon Ball characters set within different universes and timelines to compete in a massive multiverse tournament for the grand prize to see which universe will be the universe to gain the mightiest of the Dragon Balls. As for many years now, I've been introducing and showcasing various different fan mangas created by the community for the community, so if you would like to check out all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas, then make sure to check the description box and bio down below for all the latest in Dragon Ball fan mangas, including Dragon Ball AF, Dragon Ball X, Beyond Dragon Ball Super, and many others. Then be sure to check out all the Dragon Ball fan mangas listed down below, and if you are new to this channel and are a fan of anime and Dragon Ball, then don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload. As we kick off the Dragon Ball Multiverse manga chapter number 57 special, the narration goes on to state after a few minutes of combat, Ginyu goes on to address Son Goku by stating, "You're strong, remarkably strong. I like you, and I would like to have your... Hey, are you listening?" As he's trying to tell Goku that he wants his body, Goku's completely disregarding what Ginyu is saying and looking up at the sky. As Goku goes on to state this power, as a massive ship approaches, Nail cries out, "It's Frieza!" As right then and there, Captain Ginyu goes on to tell Goku, "You're ignoring me, change!" And as he shoots away his technique, Nail gets in the way and stating, "Look out!" not knowing that if this attack were to touch you, your body would immediately be swapped with Ginyu's, as does Nail's body with Captain Ginyu's. And as they switch bodies, Nail, who is inside of Captain Ginyu, is shocked by stating, "What?" As Captain Ginyu inside of Nail's body is beginning to gauge himself, as Goku goes on to ask, "Hey, you okay, Nail?" As Captain Ginyu goes on to state, "I understand he's exchanged bodies with me, but it's Goku he was aiming for." As Nail slowly turns around, he goes on to once more state, but the Captain Ginyu body swoops in and knocking Nail down. So the real Nail steps in and screaming out at Goku and stating, "Take care of Frieza, Goku. Don't worry about me." And Goku's clueless. He has no idea what's happening. As he goes on to state, "Was that Nail talking?" Anyway, he's right, as the primary objective here is for Goku to engage Frieza, as he does. And as Goku meets Frieza, he goes on to tell Frieza, "It's you, Frieza. Your power surpasses the power of the others by far." As Frieza goes on to tell Goku, "Who is this? If it's a Saiyan, could it be Raditz's brother? A long time ago, I had sent him to, I don't know what planet it was. I had completely forgotten about him. He smashed the whole commando. He is much stronger than Vegeta. Is he a Super Saiyan? I knew I had to eradicate those monkeys." As Goku continues, "Let's move away from the city. It would be useless to endanger the lives of the innocent." As Frieza cries out, "Insolent! I won't be fighting you. I'm going to execute you in one shot." As Frieza fires off the death beam, Goku immediately goes into Kaioken. And as he goes into Kaioken, Goku's looking to put the beats on first form Frieza as he's beginning to pulverize him into the city. And as Frieza rises up from his crater, he goes on to state, "What the? It's impossible!" As Goku states, "Damn, I shouldn't have sent him towards the city." As Frieza slowly sits up, he goes on to cry out, "You're going to know hell," as he transforms into his second form. And keep in mind, Goku has never seen this before, so he is utterly baffled as to what he's looking at. As Frieza charges up, Goku's ready, as he goes on to cry out, "Perfect." As they fight it out, Goku immediately fires off a Kamehameha the second Frieza is attempting to hit him. And as Goku blasts him with the Kamehameha, it looks like in some way, shape, or form, Goku has the upper hand. As the Kamehameha sends Frieza flying out in the distance, Goku pursues Frieza as he goes on to state, "Fine, it's a wasteland there. Despite his increase in power, I can still beat him." Acknowledging that Goku in some capacity is still on the same level as second form Frieza. As Frieza stands up, he goes on to cry out, "Impossible!" and begins to power up even more. As Goku stops, he goes on to acknowledge to himself by stating he's changing again. How many times can he do this? As back at the palace, we notice how Captain Ginyu and Nail are still continuing their battle. As Captain Ginyu, who is inside of Nail's body, cries out, "Shit, I'm becoming weaker," as Nail, who is in Ginyu's body, cries out, "If you don't like it, return my body." As he notices Guldo out in the distance, Nail swoops on in and stating, "Don't need to tell me twice." As Guldo cries out paralysis, he freezes Nail in place. As he goes on to cry out, "I've got him, vengeance." As Nail states, "Idiot, it's me," not knowing that in fact, Guldo had stopped Ginyu. And as Nail approaches Guldo, he smashes his head completely, in a very, very violent way. As Nail cries out, "You're far too dangerous." As Nail, who is in fact Ginyu, cries out, "Colossal moron!" As back with Goku and Frieza, Frieza goes on to tell Goku, "You've pushed me to my limit, you miserable vermin," and once more fires off more attacks at Goku, hitting Goku in the shoulder and in the kneecap. As Goku states, "I must use Kaioken level 10, with Frieza having to ask, "You survived that? This is frustrating." As then Goku uses Kaioken times 10, the battle between Assault Form Frieza, also known as Third Form Frieza, and Kaioken level 10 Goku begins. And Frieza in this alien form looks very menacing, but Goku in some capacity still holds the advantage, swooping in from behind, kicking Frieza in the back of the head, avoiding his tail. Goku's doing a good job. As Frieza attempts to attack Goku, Goku leaps up and firing off a massive Kamehameha, and the explosion can be seen from the city in which Ginyu and Nail are continuing their battle. Nail, who is inside Ginyu, goes on to state their powers keep increasing. "I don't have the power to fulfill this vengeance to end, but this body is an opportunity. First, let's get rid of him." As both Nail and Ginyu continue their attack, as both Nail and Captain Ginyu resume their battle, both don't seem to be letting up during this fight, as we see Nail, who is in Ginyu's body, stab Nail through the abdominal section with his horn, as the real Nail sends Captain Ginyu crashing down into the ground before elbowing him in the stomach. And as Ginyu does this, who in fact is Nail, he goes on to state, "I've lost my family, my planet, today I lose my identity too? Goodbye." As he punches a hole directly inside of Nail, who in fact is his former body, he goes on to state, "If Goku is vanquished with this ability to exchange bodies, I could, stay hidden in Frieza's ranks and hit him when he least expects it." As back on the battlefield, Goku looks like he has the upper hand on Frieza. As Kaioken Goku goes on to state, "You've lost, demon. Promise me you won't hurt anyone ever again." As Frieza stands up, he goes on to tell Goku, "You piece of... how dare you!" as he transforms into his final form, bearing witness to Frieza's final evolution. As Frieza points the finger at Goku, he immediately fires off a massive attack in which Goku finally once more uses Kaioken, as the blast itself is so overwhelming for even Goku that the blast is heading towards the actual city, endangering everybody. As during the course of this battle, we notice how Goku vanishes within the light. As King Kai over on his homeworld cries out, "It's over. Frieza's empire will continue. And your part ends here. I warned you." As back on the battlefield, Nail goes on to state, "I can't feel Goku's aura anymore." As Recoome steps down, Ginyu goes on to state, "It's all good, I've eliminated the Namek." As Recoome says, "Your bluff isn't talking." As finally Nail sits up and stating, "Change." As they both exchange their bodies, Recoome knew that the Nail body he was holding wasn't Nail. As finally Nail is back inside of his original body, as Captain Ginyu looks on over, he goes on to state, "Master Frieza has changed his form." As Frieza cries out, "What have you done? The capital of my empire, destroyed, a gem of beauty, of magnificence. There is nothing left." As Birder says, "Well, it wasn't us." As Ginyu kneels down, he goes on to tell Frieza, "It's my fault, Master. I was unable to contain the Saiyan. I take full responsibility." As Frieza states, "Oh really?" in shooting Ginyu directly through the chest. And as this happens, he goes on to state, time to find a new name for your squad. You're done dancing. Go and burn the body. As we see Frieza's minions begin to take the Captain Ginyu body inside of the actual chamber to where they're going to burn it, out of nowhere a purple hue is shown coming from the room, as all that's heard following the light is change. Ginyu had swapped bodies once more. As Frieza goes on to say to himself, I won't let myself be surprised again. I must become capable of holding this form indefinitely. As the narration states a few days later. Now Captain Ginyu is hiding among Frieza's men. As he goes on to say to himself, why has Master Frieza renounced me? I have done everything for him. I had so much respect for him. As 2 weeks later we see how Frieza's army begins to overtake everybody. As we see Ginyu there, he goes on to state, Master Frieza has been unfair. I've given him everything, and this is how he thanks me. As one of the other soldiers cries out, hey Pipsqueak, laying low are we now? Change! As Ginyu changes once more, gaining access to someone close to Frieza. As we finally see Captain Ginyu inside of Frieza's chamber, he goes on to tell Frieza the planet is ours, but there were many casualties. As Frieza states, good, I'm occupied, leave. As the soldier states, we're dying for you, but you don't care. As Ginyu changed bodies many times over the course of several years, he did this to remain low. As inside one of the houses he remains in, he goes on to state, these lives without combat are boring. I need a powerful body, but there's no way I'll be Frieza's soldier. He betrayed me, dishonored me, he deserved it if I were to take his body. Wait, there's much better. Aha! It's he who will be under my orders. As he finds a picture of King Cold, Cooler, and Frieza. As finally back inside of King Cold's lair, one of the guards goes on to cry out, Master, 2 elite guards were found dead! As King Cold states, so what? The intruder must have a high power level. Find him on the detectors. As the soldiers go on to attempt to find out where this individual or individuals are, Captain Ginyu shows up, snaps the other soldier's neck and stating, not necessarily. As King Cold slowly turns around, he goes on to state, you can vary your combat power. That's rare. What do you want? As once again, a familiar purple light is shown. As the soldiers barge on in, they go on to state, Your Highness. As King Cold is seen squishing the soldier, he goes on to tell everyone, you're all too slow. I've already handled the intruder. Clean up and leave. The change As he says to himself, the change worked. I wasn't sure if it would, especially on a frost demon. Okay, let's see. Diary, logs, notes. How does Cold think and talk daily? I've already studied his public videos, but I need to learn all he tells. And I need to train his body. Its power is overflowing so much I feel like I'm going to explode. With my martial arts skill, these reduction forms are useless. I could easily maintain the base form now, but my sons would be wary. Communication between the demons were cordial, they met as little as possible, and there was no wariness. Ginyu was a true fighter and he kept on training his new body in secret. He passed the limits that no demon had approached before. His anger towards Frieza had even faded away as the manga chapter comes to a close. Now this is the story of how Captain Ginyu managed to get King Cold's body in Dragon Ball Multiverse, which is a very conniving thing because Ginyu waited. Ginyu waited for many years to do this, and he studied King Cold. He studied the way he spoke, he studied the way he operated, and I think that's brilliant. I really enjoyed this special because both back-to-back specials encompassed how Ginyu came up. Originally, he felt betrayed, he felt dishonored, and after gaining King Cold's body, he was able to use that to his advantage in turning the tides against his fellow sons, quote, Frieza and Cooler, but also using that very body to get even stronger than how he was before. So I really did enjoy this manga chapter, and after this we're going to be diving into Dragon Ball Multiverse manga chapter number 58, which I promise you guys is going to be a banger. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your overall thoughts on the initial activity that Ginyu had performed in stealing King Cold's body, perfecting King Cold's body? What are your thoughts on Captain Ginyu having to use that to his advantage? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and slap a big fat like down below. If of course you guys are new to this channel, then be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload. And if you guys have missed out any of the Dragon Ball fan mangas that I have posted before, then make sure you guys go ahead and click the link down in the description box below and check out all your favorite Dragon Ball fan mangas. You guys will find everything on that playlist. So thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, tune back in for the next episode, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and all his social media platforms. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications so you can be the first to know every time that he uploads a new video.
Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god!
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge!